Hello and welcome to Tabletop Oddity. My name is Jay, and today I'm going to be talking about whether or not it's okay to netlist in X-wing for noobs, basically. And the reason this is important to me right now is I am that noob that is considering netlisting, and I'll briefly explain why. The reason being, I'm playing X-wing with my girlfriend. We've bought some ships, not loads of ships, just, we bought 2 core boxes. We bought a couple of ships. I can't remember what, the Millennium Falcon, whatever Darth Vader flies, that kind of thing. And I want to step up my game. I'm a competitive guy, I think, naturally, and not in a win at all costs kind of thing. No. I like being a gentleman in that sense, like that classic, you want to beat your opponent at their best, and you want to just be better, basically, but you want to do it in a nice, friendly way. And I think I'm at a stage where I want to try and get better, and there's a few different ways of trying to do that. I could buy more ships and keep playing Katie. Not that Katie's bad or anything, but I'm learning the basics there. I sort of wonder if I should dive in at the deep end and maybe go to regionals, which I think is in a month and a bit away. I want to go to some tournaments, and it's all because I think I don't have necessarily a gaming club right now where there's a lot of people who are also competitive. That's something I'm looking into, but I don't have that right now. So basically, I'm a noob who wants to get better as quickly as possible, which begs the question then, do I netlist? And, I think there's 2 ways of learning. And, there's one main way of learning, I guess, but there's 2 ways that I think you can go about this. One, you can, gradually build it up. I could play Katie some more. I could go to either some tournaments and, not have, just go with whatever I would take, whatever I own. I could go to some game clubs, just try and get some casual games, try and broaden my knowledge. I can do research on YouTube, that kind of thing. I can let it naturally and gradually build up, which I think is a more than fine way of doing it. But for me, I think I like learning. I want to have a good list and then learn from that point on. And that's something we used to stream Pokemon back in the day, and it's something I used to do in Pokemon. I never created my own teams, my own builds of each Pokemon or what have you. I copied what was the most popular ones, or the best builds of each Pokemon kind of thing. And then I thought, well, I'll learn from that point on. And that's sort of what I want to do. I want to copy the best lists and then play against other good people and then try and work out why that I lost, which I'm expecting to lose, obviously. Even if you do netlist, I'm expecting to lose. Now, it wouldn't make sense for me to netlist against somebody who is also maybe casual, because then you're not really getting a fair match either way. So that's one thing that I'm probably going to do this, and I'm probably going to go to regionals in a month or a month and a half with a list that I've only played a few times, not really knowing what I'm doing. And people are going to look at my list and think, well, one, they'll think, oh, he knows what he's doing. And then I'll be like, yeah, I actually have no idea what I'm doing. And they'll be like, oh, netlisting bad guy. People don't seem to like the idea of netlisting, which I find a little bit weird, because the X-wing has been out for quite a while at this stage. And a lot of people have tried a lot of different things. A lot of the best combos are already known. And I'm not going to be running something fluffy. I don't really care about fluff that much. I'm going to be running something more competitive. Now, as I said, not win at all costs, but just competitive. And I feel like, there's already been quite a lot of research, and there's already a lot of knowledge out there, that it's a little bit foolish for me to just ignore it, especially if I'm in a rush to get better. I think if you were just playing casually, you're not that bothered, you might end up in a tournament in a couple of years. You're not going to bother. But I think for me, I'm going to netlist. But a lot of people frown upon it, it seems to me, on the internet. You see a lot of people saying don't netlist. And I'm like, it's strange advice for me, because as I said, at this point there's been 11 waves in X-wing. The game's already quite deep. I can go and buy the ships that I like, but I've already bought the ships that I like. I've got Darth Vader, I've got Han Solo. I'm not that into Star Wars as a whole, I'm more into Star Trek. But I bought the ships that I like. Now I want to learn how to be better. And there's many different ways of learning, as I said, but I think it's okay to netlist and to try and analyze why somebody beats you, who's better than you. And I think that's where I'm probably the best. I'm probably the best. I'm probably the best at learning that kind of way, is what I'm trying to say. I can't say it in a nice way. And I just wondered, like, what's your thoughts on net listing? Is it fine? I mean, you're gonna get people people are gonna give you advice anyway. Like I did a build where, like, the last battle report on the channel is me versus Katie. She's got Han Solo, I've got Darth Vader and some stuff. And a couple of things that I did technically I shouldn't have done because I was in a rush and I've built a list that you can't have. But then when I was making my second list on a squad builder, I was like, oh, that's actually a really nice combination. I can do two actions with Darth Vader, get a target lock, use marksmanship, and I get basically and the missiles that fire twice. I'm like, I can get 2 attacks per turn and still have a focus like ability. I'm like, that's good. Why didn't I see that the first time? And you know, that's probably low down on the really competitiveness of the combos, but to me it was something that was actually like quite eye-opening. It's like, oh, there's a lot of these combos around, and it's going to take me a long time to learn them because I don't have all the cards. And yeah, I can go on a squad builder, but I don't know what I'm looking for. I sort of need to see what good lists exist so I can understand why it's better than a bad list. Or I'll just keep guessing at bad lists and never really fully understand why. So I'm probably going to netlist and go to regionals or nationals or whatever it is that's in Liverpool. It's out next month or whatever it is. And I'm probably going to get my bum handed to me. But hopefully it'll be a very good learning experience. And if you're a noob and you're trying to get better, it's more important that you learn as much as you can. Now you do that in whatever way whatever way you think will help you the most. For me, I think it's going to be netlist, work out why it's good, work out what happens. I also have the advantage I might not get completely smashed. Like, yeah, somebody's better than me, but there is dice involved in the game. I might just end up being okay. Now, some people say there's skill in building your list, and I agree with that. And eventually, it's a skill I would like to learn, but I need to sort of understand it first. So I just thought, what's your thoughts on net listing? Are you for it? Are you against it? Like people, you can do it in Warhammer. You can do the same sort of thing. People go like, well, that's the best unit. Everybody knows that's the best unit. I'm just going to do this list, and this is the best. But then, you know, anybody can go online, find that list, but then you've got to learn how to use it, and then you've got to realize why it was good in the first place. And that's sort of my point here. It's like net listing as a whole, I don't think is bad. It's bad if you won't learn that way. If you need to gradually build up and work out as you go, then it's probably bad. But for me, I think it's going to be a good way of learning. And this is patch, which is good timing because I'm going to ditch. It's a very short, weird video. I didn't really prepare anything for this. I just sat here and started talking about net listing. So if I'm a little bit all over the place, I do apologise. Patch, are you coming on? Oh, he's not. He doesn't want to come on. I'll pick him up. Well, I thought I'd pick him up. Nope. Oh, no. Well, there he is. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this, you know, like, subscribe. I've sort of just pulled a muscle in my back because I'm really unfit. But yeah, have a beautiful day and goodbye. Oh, my shoulder patch.